Hello everyone, this is Fan. Today I'm going to show you how does a furnace work in your house. So as you can see, all of these silver ducts. So these are the return and supply air ducts inside your house. In my case, this unit is a Carrier 58 RAV unit, and it's a downflow unit that's installed horizontally. So one thing you need to make sure is whether your unit is downflow or upflow, because these two are configured differently inside them. Even if it's the same model and same manufacturer and same model, they have different configuration. The air actually comes from the right side and goes through the unit and blows out from the left side. So here you can see this silver ductwork. These big ones are the return air ducts. There are two of this connected to my house. So that's a big one and this big one here. So usually the supply air ducts are much smaller than the return air ducts. So this return ducts, they comes into that big box that's called a return air plenum. That basically makes all the return air from your house. Then from there it goes to the filter. So this metal door here, that has a filter inside. So as you can see, I can open this one pretty easily. So sometimes this actually use the screw that's screwed into it. But this one is just a thumb turn, which is pretty easy. Okay, here we go. So it's basically a very simple regular filter. And remember to change the filter every 3 months. Otherwise, one thing is your interior air quality can get a little bit bad. And another thing is if the filter gets too dirty, it's not good for your furnace and blower. So after that filter, air comes into this unit. And the big one behind there, that's the blower. It basically moves air throughout your house. So it pulls air in from that side, from the filter, and blows air out into the supply side. So as the air passes through the blower, it comes into this heating coil. So this is a gas furnace. So if you have an electric furnace, it's a little bit different. But here I will just mainly talk about this gas furnace. So this is the actual part that burns gas. The flame will actually go through these channels into the big metal box behind it, and that metal box behind it is called the heat exchanger. So hot air will heat up that heat exchanger, and the cold air from the blower from inside your house will go through the heat exchanger, gets heated up, and then goes into that supply air plenum, and then gets redistributed into each room in your house. So another thing is when this furnace operates, it will burn gas, and it will need adequate air supply to burn that gas. Otherwise, it may produce carbon monoxide, which is very bad and very dangerous. So in order to make sure it has adequate air supply, there is another motor here that's called a draft induced motor, and you can see there's a small fan here which will rotate when that rotor turns on. So the goal of this motor is to pull enough fresh air into the burner to make sure it burns adequately. And the burnt gas will go through here and enters into this chimney. You can see this chimney that leads through the unit and goes out from the roof. So all of this are connected to this control board down here. That's basically the brain of the furnace. So as you can see, there isn't too much movable pieces in this unit, so it's usually fairly simple to repair if there is something goes wrong, and it's really fairly simple to diagnose which part went wrong. So actually in my next video I will show you how to diagnose which part is faulty inside this unit. So So that's it. Pretty simple. If you can tell which part is wrong, it's really pretty simple to fix by yourself. So if you can do it yourself, you can probably save a bunch of money. In my next video, I'm going to show you how to troubleshoot the unit if there is something doesn't work. So if you like my video, please press the subscribe button below. Thank you and see you next time.